With certified coins, we're always talking about the grade that gets you the rarity. Now with the Franklin half dollar series, it's normally the 64 grade that puts you in that 1% club, meaning 1% of the coins are in 64 grade or better. 99% of the coins aren't as nice. How about we do one better than that? Let's jump up to grade 65 on those Mint State Franklins. We got a deal for you on 2 dates tonight. Let's take a look.
And the significance of the jump is wow. So we're looking at 2 above average mintage coins. And again, the more they strike of something, it means the poorer the quality on a regular basis for our vintage coins. Both of these, if you look at the numbers, 18.2 million, 20.2 million, are above average Denvers, right? But then you go and look at the population reports. How many have they seen in the last 35 years? And not just seen in this grade, but above it. And you start getting some really interesting storylines on Denvers. Denver, 1960s, so 60, 61, 62, 63, the last 4 years, the Denvers in 5 are all right, scary rare.
Now, I mentioned the 64s as we started talking about these 2 special coins, just because of that jump that Steve just referenced to 65 and how crazy it is. For 1960 Denver, you're looking at over 5,000 coins in 64 grade or better. But the jump to 5, you go from 5,000 coins in 64 or better to 868 in 65 or better. That is quite a jump. And you would need a parachute for that jump.
Oh, it's huge. And there's only 22 of them that are 66.
Only 22 and 60.
In the world, there are no higher. So we're talking about some of the highest quality coins known. Under 1,000. If it was under 1,000 today for any Silver Eagle, where would we be for top quality? And it's just as much fun with the numbers on the 1961.
So in 1961, you're looking at 6,400 plus coins in 64 grade or better, and the jump to 65, you're jumping down to 1,317, and only 48 in 66, and only 2 in 67. So it's just as staggering.
Well, again, we look at it as always how rare. Hey, it's all about condition rarity. You hear some of the other networks talk about that sometimes, but it's where does this coin all of a sudden get to be really tricky? Get really rare. Very few is what the very rare would be, right? And we always know that we look at categories. There are certain Morgans that a 63 is the 1% club. There are other Morgans where 65s are because of just how many survived over time. We know categorically the Franklin Unk series is at a 64. But there are a couple of them that are even crazier, right? But tonight, when you take that jump up to Gem 65, which is just 1 grade up, look at the value. Look at the outright value that is created. A coin, I mean, again, if this is a Silver Eagle with only 868 of them known in the world, this nice, where would you be? I mean, the S enhanced reverse proof, right? From 2019, there's 10,000 of those known, and that's a $4,000 coin. The rarest Silver Eagle in proof is the 95W. And there's just under 1,000 of them known in 70, which is high in grade. And that's a $30,000 coin. These are actually rarer. There are fewer of these 2 coins in 5 or higher than those 2 we just referenced. And that's where it's just a head shake. But again, we are big believers and always have been that popularity is a big index and go big or go home. Well, the big coin was the silver dollar, but the largest coin in circulation during this time frame was the half dollar. It was the Franklin. So we are talking big. But the one thing we haven't talked about, which has a big impact on the grade or the lack of coins in the grade, is the overall story of 1980, silver at $50 an ounce for the first time in world history.
People were melting silver like crazy. Before the grading services started. This was that large circulating coin at the time. People melted circulating coins, they melted proofs, they melted silverware, anything they can get their hands on, they turned in for cash. We were melting these Franklin hands for $20 a piece. I mean, why would you? $19.50 on it. So the series was largely decimated by that silver rush, and then years later, NGC opens the door, starts grading, and then years after that, we're seeing the impact of that silver spike and the melting of coins. 868 coins known in 65 or better on the 1960 Denver, which is why our competition's over $180. In fact, they're sold out now, but they sold out at over $180 for that one. And only 1,317 on the 1961, which is why our competition's over $150 for that one there.
So we are starting to get people at least making the coins available. I mean, we're not finding that many, and they're not being made anymore because you can't find original rolls. But it's at least they're out there. But it's always what we try to strive for, which is finding not only the rare coins, but also the values that can be associated to them. Why not get the rarity and the value tied together? It's just why not? And these play the story perfectly. But I still like to go back and look at how the impact of how many of something we make. We talk about it all the time in the Silver Eagle world, right? 2011, right? We surpass X number of Silver Eagles for the first time. We now surpass 20 million Silver Eagles versus 30 million Silver Eagles, etc. When you look at how few coins are in 70, the ones that have the fewer numbers are traditionally the larger mintages. Know why? Because they're striking so fast, the quality of coin diminishes before it even gets a chance to get into the process of certification. So if you're taking your time, good strike, and keep on going, then you're going to have coins that someday, hopefully, can aspire to be one of these.
I'm going to jump in real quick and remind you of the website, folks. It's avccoins.com. Both of these are available online as of now. Small quantities, though, so if this is in your cart, please process that checkout. Your choice means you don't have to buy both to get that great price. You're welcome to. But individually, they're $159.95 on the 1960 and $99.95 on the 1961. I'm going to jump back to that 1% Club comment we made earlier. We do have to put a 1-minute clock up, though, but we mentioned being in the 1% club, right? 99% of the coins are not this nice. On these two in particular, just to give you an idea of where the percentages lie, 0.0047 on the 1960 Denver and 0.0064 on the 1961. So when we talk about the 1% club, this is fractions and fractions behind and under 1%. That's how many coins are known to exist. 868 1960s, 1,317 1961s out of 18.2 million coins, out of 20.2 million coins.
One thing that can never be beaten in any collectible is quality, and then how few of them are known in that quality, right? And it's repeated, whether it's a stamp, whether it's a rookie card for a baseball or football or basketball, even a comic book, Superman #1, the higher the quality, the rarity is there, but the higher the quality. We're talking about the high quality here. We're talking about coins that there is nothing above it. 22 coins in 66, 48 coins in 66, and inside of that 48, 2 of them are 67s.
2.
So that means you're talking about some of the finest known specimens of these two, yet not thousands of dollars. We're at $159 and $99 respectively. You got to give us a call.